Hey everyone, welcome to the Riverside County Board Brief. My name is Pep Fernandez as we give you a brief look at what took place during today's Riverside County Board of Supervisors meeting. A very busy meeting today. Let's take a look at our first piece of video from today. It's the Trujillo Adobe Historic Site, and this was a real treat. With the microphone right there in the video that you're looking at, that is Nancy Melendez. She's a descendant of the family of Lorenzo Trujillo, her great-great-great-grandfather, three times great-grandfather from New Mexico, led several families across the old Spanish Trail to what was now present-day Riverside County, and what they call the Trujillo Adobe House is the oldest building in the city of Riverside, one of the oldest in the county and the state for that matter as well. There was a special proclamation for the Trujillo Adobe Historic Site as they look to garner funds to revamp the Trujillo Adobe building. Here is Nancy Melendez, again, three times the great-granddaughter of the original founder, Lorenzo Trujillo, speaking more about the importance of the Trujillo Adobe building here in Riverside County.
So it's been here since 1843. The current building was built in 1862 because the 1843 version of the Adobe was washed away in the flood of 1862. But the Adobe represents an entire community, a community that was the largest non-native community along the trail and the first community in inland Southern California. Lorenzo Trujillo, my third great-grandfather and the leader that brought many, many, many families across the old Spanish Trail. What do we want to do with the Adobe? We want to preserve it. We want to save it. We want to share this history with everyone here so that everybody knows this wonderful history that we have. And why is that important? Well, if we don't know where we come from, how do we know where we're going? We want to see the Adobe built into a park that people can come to and learn about the story that I just told you and share that story with others.
All right, that was Nancy Melendez there talking about the Trujillo Adobe building. Very cool there. All right, now let's go on to, we're heading out to the desert actually because a new sports park is coming to the folks out in Mecca. Let's take a look at some video from earlier today as well during the Board of Supervisors meeting. That is Rose Salgado from Facilities Management here with the county, giving us an update on the Mecca Regional Sports Park. Today, the Board of Supervisors approved the construction of what is a vacant lot right now, but you can see it's going to turn into a great outdoor playground for kids and adults. Volleyball courts, sand volleyball, open green space, picnic areas, a place for organized sports leagues to play as well. The splash pad, which will be a welcome sight, I'm sure, during the summer. So today the Board of Supervisors approved the construction, the contract, so they can start building this great park out in Mecca. Groundbreaking will take place in about a month, and construction will be complete with an opening around December later this year. Supervisor V. Manuel Perez very excited about this addition to the Mecca community. Here is Rose Salgado from the County Riverside Facilities Management talking about all of the cool features that the folks out in Mecca will get with this new regional sports park.
So now the good stuff. The amenities that we're bringing forward to the community of Mecca. And this is very exciting. As you can see, that parcel is just a little over 6 acres. And within this budget, we are planning to have restrooms, a concession building, multi-purpose fields with lighting, perimeter walking paths, and lighting as well. Multiple playgrounds. We'll have a splash pad, which is much needed in Mecca, as you all know. It gets a little hot over there. We have sand volleyball courts, 2 of those. We'll have workout stations throughout the perimeter of the park. We have 7. We have bicycle racks, of course, drinking fountains, lighted picnic shelters and picnic tables. We also have a lighted kiosco, perimeter fencing, and then we also have, of course, much needed trash receptacles. So I know this goes into detail, but again, the dream was to have an outdoor place for the community. You know, as a child growing up, I knew how important it was to have a park to go to. And these parks and these communities give families the opportunity to get together.
That will be awesome. All right, now moving on to American Rescue Plan Act funding. So what exactly is that? It's federal money for local communities to help them climb out of the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's take a look at some video from earlier today. The American Rescue Plan Act funding, also called ARPA, in case you're not familiar with that acronym. What they're going to do is, specifically for tourism and hospitality here in Riverside County, $2 million will be set aside from the federal government to help build local tourism. And again, so important here in Riverside County, not just in the 3rd District, in the 4th District, which would be wine country and the Coachella Valley, but all 5 districts across Riverside County. But for Supervisor Chuck Washington in the 3rd District and V. Manuel Perez there on your screen in the 4th District, this is a huge boost to have $2 million of these ARPA funds being reinserted specifically to boost tourism and hospitality, because again, many local businesses still climbing out of the effects of COVID-19. Here is Supervisor Washington and Supervisor Perez talking more on this much needed ARPA funding for tourism.
And we know just through the numbers that the Coachella Valley is our largest contributor to tourism. The Southwest is right behind them in the number 2 spot. And so it is something like in other areas, we have other industries, but certainly tourism is a big industry for Riverside County.
I have no doubt that these monies will use in a way in which the campaign will be one of recovery and one that will benefit the entire county of Riverside, obviously in the 4th District. For me, and obviously in the Temecula area, or Supervisor Washington. But I will have to agree as well with my colleagues that we have to spread the wealth. We have to do everything we can to make sure that others win, because it's hit us hard throughout the entire county. But thank you for the report, and let's go make some great things happen.
All right, that was Supervisor Perez and Supervisor Washington. And finally here, Riverside County strengthened its response to address health inequities in communities of color, also rural areas as well. Public Health will partner with the Public Health Alliance for data analysis, as well as a health system pilot to address those health disparities. So COVID-19 really brought that to the forefront. We knew it was an issue, and it again magnified it during the pandemic. So now Public Health and the Public Health Alliance joining forces to better address those health inequities here in Riverside County. We appreciate you tuning in. My name is Pep Fernandez, and we do this each and every after the board meeting, right, to get you up to date with a brief recap of what happened. And make sure you're giving us a follow or a like on our social media platforms. It's the easiest way to stay up to date when we go live with a board brief. I'm Pep Fernandez. We'll see you next time from the County of Riverside and the Board Brief.